hello, welcome and good morning. Yes, it is morning and it is a Friday, so this is a scheduled New Music Friday on a Friday, so let's say friyay to one and all. We are currently listening to the release radar on Spotify and we will be going through this week's selection of new music and talking shit as we always do. We're not live on anywhere other than Insta and Facebook today because we're doing a video because YouTube just won't let me do live because I haven't got enough followers, surprisingly. Who wouldn't want to follow this beautiful face? A lot of people. So we are kicking off this week's New Music Friday with the song called the Petrichor. Petrichor? It's Ron with Leeds. It's basically a good morning trance, kick up the arse. Well worth a listen, and I am liking it now. I'm just about to put it on to the ticky-tocky, flocky thing, and then we will get moving, see what's next. What's been happening with you guys?
I need you to teach me.
Oh, shut up! Netflix advert.
I'm trying to save a girl's life.
I don't care if you're trying to save a girl's life, Enola Holmes. Eesh, God. Well, my child will be very happy and Enola Holmes 2 is out. I'm not so much, because I find it quite annoying. Yes. Seems to be the internet is running superly, slowly, toky. So what other news do I have for you? Not much. Let's see. Why is that facing that way? I don't know. Flip the damn camera, mother clucker. Good morning, it is me, it is Friday, and a break from chickens this week. We are kicking off this week's New Music Friday with some kick-ass trance, just what you need to kick yourself up in the morning. I'll just feel those winter sun hitting that brown skin of yours and just be thankful to be alive. So what is this trance we are starting with? Well, it's in word I cannot even pronounce. So let's have a look, shall we? Come on, you cunt. There you go. There it is, it's Petrichor. It's Ron with Leeds. It's good, it's a good place to start. So let's see what's going on next. See how good it is? It's like it's making me bounce. Boom, 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 boom. Let's just look at that sun, man. You telling me having an indoor garden. Spider-Mite has been a bitch. Spider-Mite's this poor little thing here, this one here, can't really see it, but this one, this palm, was riddled with Spider-Mites. Yeah, nightmare to get rid of, but I persevered. Seems to got most of them. Got myself a Venus flytrap that kills some of them off. Oh, it's a kick-ass tune, this man. New music, friyay, and of course plants of TikTok. You gotta mention the plants, man. Everything's just loading. It's so slow today. Can you believe how slow it is? I mean, what is going on? Oh, you pay Virgin, do you? Yes, they do. I pay Virgin because it is the fastest speed available. I don't care what anyone says. Just having a bad day by the looks of it. So while we're waiting for this to have a bad day, it's Echo! Now, we know who Echo is, don't we? We all know who Echo is. He's the geezer who did the cover version of Butterfly, and then Crazy Town said, you know what, that is fucking awesome, let's re-release Butterfly using your words. So he got a big kickstart. He was a future star in my Future Star series way back 2 years ago. He's still rocking. He's got some very influential and very poignant music to listen to, but now everything's gone a bit shit up tonight. This is making it, life is difficult, man. It really is. So it's like, no, it's but anyway, it's Echo. He does things about about addiction, mental health. I'm filling an airtime while I'm waiting for this TikTok thing. I mean, it just won't work. So we just dance, shall we? Have a little bit of garlic, I think I need to pick me up. Pick me up. Work! Oh, look, it's all fell into pieces, man. I'm picking up the pieces. Dad jokes. To pick up in pieces. You are now, if you're watching live, watching a fat bloke eat a chocolate biscuit for his breakfast while waiting for internet to catch up with itself. I mean, what else can we talk about? Oh yeah, well, then we got Tories. We could moan about that, but I try not to do politics. I try not to do politics, right? But then the brown guy got in, and you think being a fellow brown man, I'd be like, Ray, that's one for us. They like when Obama got in, and it was like all happiness for us so-called minorities. We're not minorities. We'll be the majority soon enough. But no, what did we get? We got an unelected coconut. And I use that phrase from Ramesh Memant's mother. I thought that was really funny when he got called coconut by his own mum. But yeah, some rich Tory wanker, supposedly running the country, running Instagram. Well, I can know the story. Definitely not music. But I can't help it. The internet's gone screwed, so I'm just killing an eardrum. Well, like 5 minutes of me just talking waffle. Oh, and you finally got hold of a PS5. Yeah. Might as well do gamer speak. Right. I now have the full current lineup of next-gen hardware. I have the Series X and the PS5. And both of those consoles are about as good as the PS4 and the Xbox One. In fact, I play the exact same games on both of them. So really, I kind of wasted my money. Now, technically, in the future, God of War comes out at the end of the week. Definitely better on things. And I'm trying Miles Morales on the PS5 now. Finished it on the PlayStation 4. And let's be honest, I can't see fuck all difference. I got a 4K TV, using running the things. Should look good. Guess the loading times is slightly faster. Not the annoying sound of the fan. Because let's face it, that fan is annoying on the PlayStation Pro. But other than that, not much difference. Same with the Series X. I've had that for over 12 months, right? I played No Man's Sky. I tried that Deathloop thing. That was a fucking awful game. Okay, pandemic screwed us over, screwed the industry over. You know, so no hardware sales. I'm going to play Gran Turismo later on this afternoon. See if that. Why am I eating this biscuit? I don't know, man. Well, anyway, let's go and get back to music. Shall we? Let's close TikTok and restart it and see if that makes it.
I need you to teach me to dance.
I don't want to be taught to dance, Elamy Holmes.
Please, Stooksby.
Alright, get your back straight.
I didn't even save it, man. Well, it seems to be working now, so let's start this all over again, shall we? Oh my diddy aunt. I think we're having internet connection issues. So what I'm going to do is just talk about the music, I guess. Or just talk about waffle. Well, there we go. Let's make it interesting, shall we? Let's just leave it running. Open the release radar, and I will tell you what's out. And then if it ever works, I'll do the other one on TikTok. So, let's try a new approach at New Music Friday. If you are watching this re-recorded, jump to now, 8 minutes 35. Maybe I should put that at the beginning. Jump to 8:35. We'll try a new approach with limited internet to thing, and then you'll miss the annoying waffle about the new Prime Minister. What have we got in this week's New Music Friday lineup? Well, right now we're apparently listening to Echo. But that sounds like Tom McDonald. That was Tom McDonald. Yeah, internet is gone tits up, man. This is definitely Tom McDonald. Yeah, it's called Fighter by Tom McDonald. But according to my Spotify, it's playing Echo in free verse. This is Tom McDonald. Now, Tom McDonald made the fucking news of all things with his last music video. What can we say about Tom McDonald? He is an independent rap artist. He's a centrist. For fuck's sake, I hate all this new fucking face tattoo bullshit. I mean, I'm covered in tattoos, but fucking face tattoos, man. It's not a stigmatization, but yeah, let's face it. If you want to do what you want to do, you do what you do, you man. But really, no. But face tattoos aside, he's a clever lyricist. Definitely one for controversy. I don't know. I do like him. The best song he did was Scars. I love that song. Maybe cry every time I listen to it. If bit behind on meds and stuff, I just turn into a big weepy mess. Because it is, it's like people at SA, no, that's SH. People at SH, they are covered in scars, and we have tattoos to cover those scars. I mean, so maybe that's what's on his face. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, he's got one out. But we're going to start from the top because it makes life easier. How can I make it easier while at the same time as listening to different songs? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll leave Monster Cat Silk Showcase on, and I will waffle about what is on. We have Baby Queen by the Gorillaz. Now the Gorillaz, you know what I've said about the Gorillaz. Gorillaz are awesome. Last 20 years, 25 years of the Gorillaz has been fun to watch. But the thing about Gorillaz albums, come out, they sort of mature like wine. It takes about 10 years, and then you're like, oh my god, that album was brilliant. See, right now, this might be a new album out by the Gorillaz, but I am still loving Plastic Beach. I've got a new appreciation for that masterpiece, and I think that will go down as one of the best albums of the 21st century. It is a fucking excellent album from start to finish. It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. But they've got a new one out today called Baby Queen. Obviously we're listening to Monster Cat Silk Showcase. Now I championed Monster Cat they helped me through my darkest hours in mental health. I discovered Monster Cat when I was when I was going through a dark time, shall we say, where all the scars come from. I needed something, this is before I knew what my diagnosis was, I needed something that could calm the voices and the noises in my head. And obviously my head is constantly speeding up at a million miles an hour, and EDM's always helped, trance has always helped, but Monster Cat brought something new to the mix, man. It was like layers of sound that I hadn't heard in ways such as other than like Elaine Johnson, Vanessa Mae, when they were layering the sound. And it's become more of a norm now, but it wasn't a couple of decades ago. So yeah, the layers of sound, and you know when you've got Brain Man, you can actually see the colours, and you can see the different colours mixed together, and it was a beautiful thing. And then obviously Monster Cat, I found Monster Cat where I was in bed listening to the earphones, and boom, instantly it clicked. It was like almost as fast. But then they also do chill stuff. So yeah, one day I would love to host a Monster Cat Silk Showcase, but I'd probably need to go to a Monster Cat event before I get too old or elderly to actually survive the event. So yeah, Monster Cat Silk Showcase, they've got episode 671. That's out this week. Now finally that November, that Guns N' Roses live album, which is great. I don't tend to do live albums. You know this. Live albums come up and my god, they are fucking atrocious. And then I say to you guys, I say, look, if you were there, don't buy the live album because you'll just be disappointed and it'll jade your memories. Just keep those rose-tinted spectacles on, man. Enjoy the moment. When you were there, you were in the moment. And it's not the music, it wasn't the performance that was good. It was an overall combination of everything around. It was like an agonic, mindless, orgasmic experience. You were feeling the bass through your belly, you were feeling the love through your heart, you were feeling the whatever through your mind. It is a transcendent place. Live music can never be replaced. So yeah, support artists, go and see them live. But then, decades later, they bring out live albums because some people have not seen them alive. So if you haven't seen a band live that you really like and you want to know what they like, find a decent live album. But sadly, a lot of them are not decent. The Kiss travesty was terrible. The Aerosmith one recently, that was just, I was like, I could, if it was on vinyl, I would chuck it like a fucking frisbee and say, who are you giving that shit to, man? Fucking throw it away. Way! Throw it away. But no, this one by Guns N' Roses, I believe it's from Las Vegas in 95. It is when they were at their peak, when Guns N' Roses were good, because Axl Rose is a cunt. It really is. And Guns N' Roses, as they are now, they're not even worth, I mean, okay, you know me, right? And you know I despise First to 11's approach to music, right? But I would be happier to have First to 11 playing Guns N' Roses songs than I would listen to Axl Rose playing them now. Axl Rose has, you know, he should have retired. A bit like Supernatural, you know, season 7 or When They Found God, they should have ended it. Boom, ended there. But no, fucking 15 seasons later, they're still fucking carping and going, carry on my wayward son. You know, it's just shit. So yeah, this is exactly what Guns N' Roses should do. They should fuck off into the sunset and just, they were icons. So this album, which I was disappointed when I first tried to like the whole song on Spotify, they were releasing it single at a time. They're drip feeding us. They're teasing us. What is it? It's called they're edging us to orgasm. This album is fantastic. It is live from Las Vegas, as I said, and this week's single from that album, which hopefully will get a full release, is The November Rain. But this was in the heyday. This is when Axl Rose looked like a woman. It was shimming around in his hot pants, screaming like a freaking orgasmic fucking preteen. You know what I mean? But it just somehow it worked. It really did. It worked. So yeah, that's Guns N' Roses. The Wi-Fi network X2E does not appear to be connected to the internet. Whatever. Which means we're probably going to lose network soon. That sucks. I use mobile data, it's fine. We've got Fighter, which we just talked about there. Fighter by Tom McDonald, that's out today. Now we just briefly talk about Tom. He's, as I say, independent rapper, making waves, making money. He does get to the top of the iTunes chart. He has got some very poignant lyrics. He's a bit like Marmite. Some people think he's a good rapper, some people think he's a shit rapper, some people think he's a fucking Trump supporter, some people think he's a fucking thing. He's not, he's a centrist, and he's a centrist capitalist, to be honest, because he's doing this to progress his career. I don't know, think of it like a communist buzzard. When I say I'm a communist buzzist, he's just doing what he can to make a living, and he's doing it well, and he's given some good messages, so that's good. Halcyon are doing Hold Me, Held Me. Halcyon are better than First to 11. Halcyon also did a version of that Sam Smith. Yeah, they did a version of that. Now, you know my views on Halcyon. They're better than First to 11, but I think the singer needs to just disappear and go their own way, because the two people that are hanging on their voice coattails, they're holding it back, too fucking shit. But their voice, I believe 20-30 years time we will see her like an Aretha Franklin type person. We've talked about Echo was on. We did the blabbering on about him doing the Butterfly and then Crazy Town doing it. Now there's one coming up next called Lonely Shore. Now I wish I could listen to it, because I don't know who In Your Sex is. Let's have a... Oh, it's going to play it. It's because we're on 4G. Let's have a look. Oh, it's trance stuff. It's from the Saudi Amsterdam 2022. Let's see. We'll just get some more information about that one for you. In Ray's X. Right? Cyberpunk, there was a D&D type game, right, wasn't it? And then they made the game. Now everything's cyberpunk, and it's like, what are we trying? We're trying to get to that age where we're all like modded. And see, if you want cyberpunk stuff, just read Snow Crash by fucking Neil Stephenson, okay? Neil Stephenson is the master of that for me, like him. Why am I waffling about that? It's because the name, In Ray's X. In Ray's X! Does he like sex? I don't know. Is he like Sex in the Rays? I don't know. And he doesn't even give him much of a bio. I mean, how can we know about this person to talk to you about it if they don't give themselves any bio? Alright. See, it just says he's got 31,652 monthly listeners. And let's face it, he's got a face for radio. I mean, check it out. That is not a hairdo that you want. I mean, it's pot calling kettle black with my hair, isn't it? But no, that's like a hairdo that says I'm 45 and I'm actually only 22. Yeah, but anyway, it's trance music, and we all know that trance is medically or scientifically proven to elevate mood, whether it be up or down. Science is good at doing that sort of stuff for you. So yeah, Luke Bryan, my favourite country star, he's got one out today called Praying in a Deer Stand. I didn't know deers had a stand. Do deers stand? Well, they stand on their own two legs, but do they stand? What is a deer stand? Is that like where they shoot the deer? Like we have the bird watching huts. So is a deer stand like a thing. If you're an American and you can explain to me what a deer stand is, feel free. I'd like to know. Just out of curiosity, to be honest. Don't want to go around shooting deers. Although one little fucker did try and knock me out on a push bike a while back. I was going through a local woods. Didn't expect a deer. We see the deer sign on the sides of the road all the time. I drive past it, it's a horse and deer. I'm like, bullshit, there ain't no deer around here. But no, I was riding on the fucking bike, going along this path, and all of a sudden this deer comes boom out at me. So yeah, maybe a deer stand. If you could explain what that is, or if you could explain why I like country music, who knows? But either way, it's praying in a deer stand. Avril Lavigne, oh my diddy fucking aunt. Avril Lavigne, he was a skater boy, he said see you later boy, it wasn't man enough for her. She is teamed up with Youngblood. Now, you do know that my most popular, most viewed TikToks is when I compared Youngblood to David Bowie. TikTok did not like that. Over 1,000 people, now for me that's a lot, and it's not viral, but over 1,000 people were like, fuck you, Youngblood is nothing like David Bowie. But then, weeks later, months later, every time I see Youngblood come up, I'm thinking, yes, he is David Bowie. He's not actually a reincarnation of David Bowie. That would be crazy. He is following the trajectory of David Bowie. He's got his own sort of Ziggy Stardust sort of persona with Youngblood at the moment and his fans. He's travelling around different countries that are very homophobic, and he's performing there in skirts, and he's letting the people know that it's okay to be gay or okay to be whoever you want to be. He is inspiring LGBTQI plus youth around the globe, right? But us older generations, some of us older generations, oh, but he spits on people, he spits on a scene, he's a bit of a tit. He might be a tit. Every musician you ever meet, apart from Tim Cunningham, I have to say that, every musician you meet apart from Tim Cunningham from Attic Theory is a cunt. They have to be. They're egotistical driven things. They are being given the languages, the message from the universe. They are listening to it constantly. It fries your brain. I mean, can you say, there's something wrong with them? So yeah, there we go. It does that to you. So yeah, Youngblood, he might be a tit, but he's definitely going to be in 30 years' time. We will be talking about him when he dies, because he'll get old. But when he does die, I mean, I'll be long gone before him. But when he does die, there'll be people saying, oh, he was amazing. Remember when he did that stage thing and he did this? Remember his skirts? But it's not. It's just history repeating itself, and Youngblood is the new generation. But I want to listen to that one. Let's see if I can. There we go. Oh, a mess. Good start, good start. Avril. Yeah. It's a very good one. See? Watch this space, my friend. Youngblood will definitely be remembered. We're going back to Monster Cat Silk Showcase because God, I can't believe the internet is all. Maybe it's because I've got too many devices on. So right, after Youngblood and Avril Lavigne, we've got NoFX, who aren't actually punk, you know. This is called Punk Rock Cliche. So that is a punk rock cliche. NoFX. Now, Dirty First 11 are back. They're back every week. Hats off to them if I was wearing that hat. First 11 each week on week will always release a song, and each week I will say fuck you First 11. So let's have a look. First 11, and then I check if they've changed their bio, and they haven't changed their bio. We will have to check anyway. Have they changed the bio? Will we be able to see if they've changed the bio? No, because the fucking thing's not working. I have to switch all the internet on and off in a minute. Ready, review artists. Come on, First 11. Have you changed your bio? Have you changed your bio? First 11 YouTube cover band reimagining the songs you already love with an added edge. No, they have not changed their bio. So until they do change their bio, I continue to say fuck you First 11. You're a pop band who's just using the internet. instead of a local pub, which makes sense because there is no local pubs anymore. Your average musicians, one day some of you might become great musicians, but until that day, you're just an average pub band peddling on the internet. Nothing expect. I don't know who's funding you, who's from behind, who's giving you the smoke up your ass to get you so much product. It's a bit like Wet Leg. I featured them as a future star, and then boom, one day you're like average, like you do something new, something quick, and the next day someone just went, oh, we want Wet Leg, and the next day, and then everybody had them. BBC had them on the fucking BBC. They were on fucking channels across around the world. I just almost lost the internet on Facebook there, so the internet is playing up big time. So yeah, Wet Leg, but they're not that good. They're like Bjork on acid, just not as good. So yeah, somebody somewhere took a fancy to them, and I think somebody somewhere has funding or helping First to 11 be in the public eye week on, week out. That's just my 2 points worth, of course. So yeah, First 11 are doing a song called Dirty Girl. Attila, whoever that is got a one called Ronstead. And I thought Mickey Guyton had something called I Still Gay, but it's actually I Still Pray by Mickey Guyton. Now I'm guessing, without actually listening to it, now I will listen to these and as soon as I get internet back, I'm guessing he's a country star, or she's a country star, or they're the country star. Let's just start using the word they, shall we? From now on, everyone is just they. I mean, I liked it when for me, everyone was just dude. It was a gender neutral term. From the ages of 12, as soon as I was like riding skateboards and racing bikes, every fucker was a dude, man. I don't give a shit what's in your pants, you were just a dude. But then some people don't like, it's a guy thing, it's a gender pronoun. No, it's not, it's dude. It's like everyone's a fucking dude. But people don't like it. So I'm going to change dude to just they. Everyone's just they. From now on, they're all they. But when I use that, I was like, who gives a fuck? Make your mind up. But anyway, I saw I Still Gay by Mickey Guyton. But I think it's because my dyslexia thing went Gayton, pray gay, pray the gay. Apparently you want to kill the witch by Faster Rougher. This is the Melodica Brothers. Now I really wish we could have this on in the background. In fact, this might be the new way forward for New Music Friday, by the way, because there's no chance of us getting taken off air or copyright violations if I'm just talking about the music. So yeah, but then you do miss the initial reaction when I go that shit. But yeah, Melodica Brothers, every time they're in the same week as First 11, I say to First 11, if they ever watch any of my videos, which is highly unlikely, but you could always pass this on, cut it up and pass it on to them. First 11, this is for you. I say it every week. Listen to the Melodica Brothers. They actually reimagine a song that we've heard a million times before, and they make it something new. That is what the Melodica Brothers do. That is how you reimagine something. But no, First 11 just don't. They just do an average cover with it maybe slightly off key or slightly. It's usually flat. Let's be honest, it's usually flat. But Melodica Brothers have got one called Kill the Witch. It's faster and rougher. That's what she said. Yeah. So yeah, that might be worth a listen to. If you want to catch me actually listening to these when the internet's back properly, it's just intermittent at the minute. And the reason I'm still live on other channels is because I have two lines of internet coming to the house. So yeah. But when the internet comes back fully, I will be doing this on TikTok and actually listen to it. But it's called Kill the Witch, Faster Rubber. That's what she said. Ab Central with Gospel Cylinder are doing something called Worthy. We started New Music Friday when we almost got it started with Ron with Leeds. It was called the Petriacre. Yeah, so that was good. That was a good trance, good place to start. Of course, this week we have a double whammy of Monster Cat. We have Monster Cat Silk Showcase, but we also have episode 425. Can you believe it has been 5 weeks since the 420 of Monster Cat Call of the Wild? And let me tell you, that was a epic fucking episode. It really was. Totally 420, and I have done 420 while listening to 420, and it works. Okay, it's highly recommended if you were that way thinking. But yeah, definitely worth a listen. But yeah, 425 is out this week. 5 fucking weeks ago. Now apparently Amadeus Mozart is out of the grave. It's zombie time. with his Piano Concerto number 27. But no, of course, it's not a zombie Mozart. That would be cooler. Way cooler than what it actually is. It's just someone called Daniel Barenheimer cashing in. So yeah. Raise 'em up, Afrobeat. Oh, for fuck's sake, Ed Sheeran. Listen, Mr. Ed, my world's favourite ginger. You are a tremendous songwriter, but you're also a thief. There I go, I said it. But you're not actually stealing anything from anybody in particular. You just take things that are in the populace, rejig it slightly, and make it your song. That's what we all do, right? But you're making bank on it, big time. And then you have the audacity to take an up and coming to court. Well, obviously you didn't take him to court, he took you to court trying to get some money. But you know, like, oh, it's a victory for me. But it's not a victory for anyone. Music is a language, and I believe in free speech. So therefore, ergo, got all Matrix there, ergo, nobody actually owns it. So, yeah, and you, Mr. Ed, are one of the first artists. I mean, one of your songs sounds straight up from the Among Us theme tune. Other ones are from, I don't want to give you a huge list. I'm just going to stick to the Among Us one, because that is the most annoying one. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah, but anyway, what you do well is write them. You're a very good translator of the language of the universe, and you are very good at translating it. What is better is when you collab. Now, some of your collabs are freaking awesome, and I'm guessing Raise 'em Up, an Afrobeat mix by Alone Star, Jeffro, Sheeran, and Ed Sheeran, who teams up with your big or little brother or whatever. I'm guessing it'll be amazing. But Ed, if you just fucked off to the background, you've done a bit of Will I Am, if you just fucked off to the background, like Mika and stuff, pop up occasionally to throw an album, just keep your famous face, I think the world will be a better place. No, because that's how it works. And why isn't he never getting moans about cultural appropriation? I just don't get it. You see, this is why it confuses us middle-aged people. 1 minute it's bad, next minute it's okay. It all depends on who you are. It's like that man that says, you know, human resources, like, hey, how you doing? But he's fit, so he can talk to a little, something like that. But then, how you doing? No, hello, human resources. It all depends. It's not morals. It's not ethical. It's nothing. It all depends on who the fuck you are. If you are a weirdo or someone that you're just like not likable, you can't get away with shit. But if you're Ed Sheeran, you can do what the fuck you want. So anyway, Ed, enjoy it. Raise them up. When I do get to listen to it, it'll be on TikTok. I'll tag you in it, and you will say around and say, Ed, fuck off. Riot are doing bookshops, and Riot are freaking, I don't know what you would label them as, and I don't do labels, but if you would, kind of like EDM, but everything is EDM to me, but they're heavier. They kind of like Pendulum. Yeah, when Pendulum was doing what they did best. So yeah, bookshots, that'd be an interesting listen. What have we just got? Nadi Komi 2, John, Megan, and Akon. Fucking Akon! Oh no, Akon, was it? Smack that out on the floor, smack that, so you get more, smack that. Apparently with Jean Morgan, that'll be well worth the listen. But we've got like an Akon, followed by Will Gates and a master. Bullshit! Anyway, there's two that might be worth listening to. Make Your Say is one by Neptunes. Fucking hell, the state of music today. HGUU, Loyola Kana. I can't wait till I get to actually listen to these and see what the fuck it is. Yeah. Kenzie, everybody's favourite TikToker. She is awesome. I think at the moment her music is a bit raw. Understandable. It's self-published. It's a bit like my writing. It's self-published. It's raw. It could be doing with some tweaks that we are used to, you know, when they're overly produced and everything. But that's what's good about Kenzie at the same time. She is giving us her raw emotions in her songs, and her life story is truly fantastic. So if you don't know who she is, follow her on TikTok. You'll be able to hear this thing. She answers questions that nobody really wants to answer. Well, everyone wants to know the answer, but are too afraid to ask. An inspiration. This album is very raw. I think over years you might polish it and stuff like that, but the lyrics, the story, everything is on point. So yeah, well played to Kenzie. It's a pretty good first album. This one's called Diamond Mine. Now, Lassane, I got a reply from Lassane. It cheers me up. Lassane I features in the Future Start. Now, I did do this feature. I keep banging on about it, and I lost interest in doing the Future Stars because it just takes. It's lazy. It just takes time, and when you're juggling 3 kids, researching Future Stars, let them come to you now. Researching them, it's just taking too time. But doing a weekly video about Future Stars or a daily video about Future Stars. But it's nice to see the ones that I did feature early on shining bright. Lassane is one of them. Don't Fall. He's young or confused, as I like to call him. They just see already back on it. Already going back on it. But this is called Don't Fall in Love with California. And probably a good message because I don't think California is going to be there much longer. Philip Labs is back because we're not going anywhere. Philip Labs is doing 4 albums in 4 seasons. Now, thankfully, we're at the end of the year, which means the season is almost upon us, and he can fucking take a rest. Because, Philip, take a rest, because I think you overstressed yourself a little bit. Some of your music is freaking beautiful. Give Up was one of the best songs I've heard. It's a shame you did it in a Michael Bublé fashion. I look forward to hearing different variations, but that song was so well written and the message was so good. It was like reading a book that every parent should have been given at the birthday of their child. It is a good one. It really is. When I get to listen to Hunky Dory later, I'll probably sing it. Rockabye Baby are still peddling the Outcast album. You know what, Rockabye Baby? They are doing nursery rhymes from songs that you like. Great ways to put your toddlers to sleep. Or put your adults to sleep, who knows? And we are rocking up towards the end of this week's New Music Friday now with the Dallas String Quartet. Now they are fucking fuddy-duddy. I can say it week on, week out. Fucking fuddy-duddy. I mean, they are the reason people think classical music is shit. Because they take one look at them and they go, fuck off, it's boring. But the thing is, they're really good at what they do. They're really, really good at what they do. And I suppose they couldn't exactly turn out on a pair of rollerblades and go, hey, what up, kids? We're cool classical music. So I guess they're pandering to their stereotype. I wish they weren't so fucking boring, though. I really wish they weren't. Because they do. They do modern songs in classical styles. So there's nothing wrong with that, and it's needed. But why do they have to be so fucking boring? And finally, from this week's New Music Friday is Anada by Anish Kumar. And that's it. New Music Friday wrapped up in just 37 minutes without the aid of the TikToks. Now, you let me know in a message or a comment or, just DM me if you want. Let me know if this way of doing New Music Friday was any better than the previous weeks. Because it was an accidental find. I quite liked it. It means I get to do TikTok completely separately, which means now I get to spin my chair around and don't have to concentrate on videos, and I can just do the TikToks and then listen to the music while I'm talking about it, reboot the internet, take it from there. But no, me just waffling on crap about music without getting taken off air for having the music playing, kind of being a nice refreshing change. There was a bit of a bitching about the UK politics, but of course we've got a right to bitch about that. It's all screwed. But no, it was nice. I would say to you, what was your favourite from this week's New Music Friday? But I can't even tell you that myself because I have not heard them yet. But before I do, I would probably say from that lineup of this week's New Music Friday, I would say from this one, it was going to have to be, prior to listening, I'm going to say it's either going to be the Youngbloods with Avril Lavigne for Something New or November Rain live from 1995. So that is what I'm going to say to you guys. Until then, leave a comment, do whatever you do on these channels. Let me know what was your favourite. Let me know if there's different ways of doing. My plants just fell down. The cat's like, what the fuck was that? I was like, it's a plant. I'm trying to get it to train to go up the side of the door. And yes, one of those plants from over here has gone away the whole across the ceiling and is now making its way to the exit. So that's interesting. So I'm trying to train it, but every time I put it up, it's not got anything to stick on to. So we're talking plants. But comment for your favourite when you listen to it. Let me know if this was a good way of doing New Music Friday. And if it's not, we'll go back to normal next week. I've been X2E. Good afternoon. No, still good morning. Whoop whoop. And goodbye. Let's see if we can end this one now. We're finished. And we'll just finish this. Ha! Goodbye. Yes, hello Instagram. Aren't I just delightful? Here we go. How do we end? There we go. And goodbye to you too.